So it was time for a change. I had to get this done, and I had to do it today. And if you're not subscribed yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Just subscribe to the channel. You won't regret it, I promise. It don't cost you nothing. It's free. And if you get a chance, you like what I'm doing out here, hit that notification bell too. That way you get the new videos I post on all the awesome pigs and chickens and quails and stuff like that. Welcome back to the vlog. Today I'm going to address the pig issue, the pig feeder. Like you guys probably seen in the last video, we had some issues with the feeder being in the mud hole. Now a lot of y'all are asking me, let's just kind of clear the air on this one. So many people are asking me. I'll address a few questions. Dutch, why aren't you rotating that? And I've answered this question multiple times, but it could be from people who haven't seen it or know exactly what I'm doing with this pig pen setup. So they're asking me, why am I not rotating? And why did I put a feeder in the mud hole? We'll answer that one first. I didn't put the feeder in the mud hole. They made the mud hole into the feeder. The mud hole was just a little bitty hole right over there, and it has just grown to where it's at now. So I did not do that. The pigs did it. But the mud hole is just how I want it. It's just a little soupy. Now, they ate all the feed. So the feeder kept working, but I just looked in there, and it is halfway plugged up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to move it, and I'm going to move it over here into this other area, completely away from the mud hole, so this does not happen again. That's why it's happening, is because they're digging around in the mud and they're trying to eat, and they're just getting all that mud in there. It's plugging it up. So I might try to move that other feeder in here. I don't have a topper bomb for it, but it's not calling for any rain over the next several days. So that one, they'll eat 100. They'll eat 50 pounds, 100 pounds. Within several days. 50 pounds is probably lasting them about 4 days now between the three of them. So I'm going to show you guys move that, then I'll talk to you a little bit more about some more other things about why I'm not moving the pig pen. I've discussed this before, but I'm going to discuss it again because I've got a lot of new subscribers that are asking me why I'm not rotating like everybody else. And we'll talk about that in just a little bit. Well, since I got the feeder, I'll show you what it's doing. Let's take a look at it here. It's just getting plugged up with all the mud from them. Now, someone made the comment, a couple people did, that feeder's just too small for them. No, actually it's not. It's actually rated for, I think, 4 to 6 pigs, if I remember correctly. And it's not too small for them as long as they're not getting plugged up. The reason why I was having issues with it is because it got plugged up, not because it's too small. Yes, a bigger one I got over there will hold more, obviously, but this one works just fine for the pigs I got. The only reason why they were fighting over it last time is because it was plugged up. So maybe we can get this unplugged. I'm gonna try to stick it on this water, and it'll keep it. So we'll get this set up, and I'll show you guys doing that. Then we'll talk about why I'm not rotating like everybody else. All right, got it cleaned out for the most part. Let's get it moved in, get some feed in there for him. Get back. Okay, so you can see I got it set up. I got it on a pallet, got it up off the ground. There should not be an issue with it getting plugged up again, but if it does, we'll address it then. One thing I want to do is come back and put some T-posts on each side like I had over there, but I cannot find my sledgehammer anywhere to come to drive some of these, and I need to get this set up today. So it's gonna work. There's not gonna take them long to mess with that. I might come out one afternoon, it might be tipped over, not a big deal. But in the meantime, I'll be looking for my sledgehammer so I can get some T-posts driven in here. You can see they usually don't just go crazy like that, but they're hungry. It got plugged up again, and I had to come out here and fix it like you've seen. So I'm filling this water up all the way. It was about halfway. I'm filling it up, giving some extra weight on here so they just don't knock it all over. You probably seen earlier in the video they were starting to push the bottom of that feeder up just because they're being so aggressive. Normally they probably wouldn't do that, but they do. They are very nosy animals, very smart animals, and like I said, there won't be no time before they start messing with the green strap. Let's see how this water. Let's hope I can get that lid on. I might tighten it too tight. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that lid on, so I'm probably gonna have to loosen this up, put it on, then tighten it back up. So one difference with these pigs from pigs in the past I've had, these are actually pretty tame. Well, I said they're pretty tame, but they're going at it right now. But I can get down there and I can pet them, so that's going to be good whenever it comes time to tape them, to measure them, to weigh them. I'll be able to do that very easy. I'll show you guys getting in here. You want to be careful, don't get your hand in there, they will bite it off. Now, a lot of y'all been, well, several of y'all been asking me, and I've answered this question before, why am I not rotating this little pig pen on the grass? Why aren't I letting them have fresh grass every other day or whatnot? And I've said this from the very beginning. I did that last year. I did that in my other pen last year. I let them, they were grass fed the whole time pretty much, up until about a week or two I need to process them. But the whole reason why I'm doing this pen setup, hold on a second. Make sure you can see the pigs back there. But the whole reason why I'm doing this setup this year like this with the Premier One fencing, it's electric hog netting. It's a 100-foot radius, so it's a 15 by 15 by 35 by 35. And I've said this, and I've said this, and I've said this. I have to say it again because I have to address. I try to read all the comments, but I've been getting overwhelmed with a lot, too many comments where I can't read every one of them. But I'm trying my hardest. But one question I keep coming across is that what I just said? Why am I rotating? Well, here is the answer. If you ask that question, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm testing out this Premier One netting to see if anybody can raise pigs in a small area like this without rotating, without having a lot of land, without having an acre, 2 acres, 10 acres to rotate your pigs. I'm proving that it can be done in a simple setup like this. And they have been, I've got them since they're 8 weeks old until now. Their processing date's October 29th. And so far, so good. The only problem I've had is with that pig feeder over there in that mud hole, and that's because they've made that mud hole way bigger since we got all that rain. We got, this year was had more rain than usual, so that's the one problem I came up with. You know, now if that hole just started getting out of control, and it still could. Now if we got a lot more rain, it still could happen. That they could waller that out underneath the netting, and then I might have to move it over a little bit, which would be okay. I'm still proving the fact that you can do it in a small area. And then another one of the questions was about the smell. And I'm using a technique of deep bedding. No, I'm not using the wood chips like some other people do. I'm using straw. So, and it's actually time to get some more straw down there. You can see there's a little bit. I've been laying straw over it every couple weeks, and that has really kept down the stench for the most part. Now, we still do get a whiff every now and then over there. I need to put a little bit more lime too, but it eliminates the majority of it. I can stand right here and tolerate it. It's not a problem at all. And if you never raise pigs, I'm telling you, pigs stink. So people are saying if you rotate, it'll cut down on the stench. Yes, it will, but that would defeat the whole purpose of raising these pigs like this year. I've been raising pigs, I think it's my 7th or 8th year, something like that. 6th, 7th, 8th year, somewhere around there. And I love it. It's one of my most favorite things to do is raise pigs. They're easy to raise, they're fun to watch, and all you gotta do is make sure they got shade, food, and water, and some shelter from the sun, and you're good to go. The mud hole keeps them from the sunburning, like I've talked about in earlier videos. But you can see I got their stuff off the ground, like a lot of y'all suggested, put a pallet out there. And now there is some little holes. I know someone's gonna say there's some little holes in there. Dutch, they're gonna get their little hooves hung up in there. You know what? If they get them hung up, they'll pull them right back out. I'm telling you, that's not going to be an issue. I'm not going to come out here and they're all just going to be all tangled up. They're pigs. They'll figure it out real quick. Don't put up there. Just like the electric fence, they found out real quick, stay away from the electric fence or you get shocked. Now, I don't know if you guys could tell, one of these pigs had a hernia. And I don't know if you can see in the video or not, but which one do you think's the biggest pig? And I'll tell you which one has the hernia. And you might be able to see it in here. I can tell you right now which one the smallest one is just by looking at it, and it ain't the one with the hernia. So I've had a lot of people ask about the hernia because they've seen other videos. It's this red one right here. She's probably the middle one. The small one's over there, and it's between the other two right there. She may be a little bit smaller than the biggest one. It's kind of hard to tell just by eyeballing exactly. Yeah, that other one, the one that's eating on that side, is the big one. The hernia one's the middle one, and then the other one's the small one. But a lot of people ask about the hernia. Can you do anything with it? I've seen other channels, other people put like a tennis ball up there, tape it up. I've only ever raised one pig that had a hernia, and I didn't do anything with it, and it lived to be process date, and it was fine. Can that cause issues? Yeah, I'm sure it can. It's not natural. It shouldn't be there, but it's just a birth defect, and I'm willing to take the chance on it. Now, would it suck to get 2 weeks before butcher date and something happened to it because of hernia? Yes, it would. But like I said before, I've raised one other before and I didn't do nothing with it, and it lived to be just fine. So that's what we're gonna do with this one. As long as she's not getting outgained big time by the other ones, she's still putting on weight, I think she's gonna be fine. If you guys got any suggestions on that, leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you think about that. Have you ever raised pigs that have a hernia, and did they do good? This one's doing just fine so far. You know, they're happy. They are very extremely happy. They're really happy now that they got their feeder. I got their feeder straightened out. So it was time for a change. I had to get this done, and I had to do it today. Because if I did it, then I'd still be out here fighting the mud inside there, and I don't want to do that at all. Hey, you guys, before I get off here, I just want to give a shout out to my daughter. If you guys get a chance, go check out Hayden Riley. She got a YouTube channel. I'll try to put an iCard up right over there somewhere. Go check it out and tell her good luck in her jiu-jitsu tournament this weekend. We got a tournament we're going to go to. So if you guys get a chance, go tell her good luck. She loves reading nice comments from y'all. So it's Hayden Riley, and I'll put an iCard up there so you guys go check it out. Subscribe to her too. I think she's got like 1,100, 1,200 subscribers, all because you awesome people. So let's check out the pigs one more time, then I'm going to get off here. I had to block like 3 people over the last couple of days. I had one guy comment like 6 times, talk about how this is the worst pig pen setup they've ever seen. This pig pen sucks. These pigs suck. I mean, he was just going off on me. And then it was just crazy. Obviously, he's never been to the channel before. If he has, I mean, he's never commented before, but he got blocked like that. I mean, he just left 6 negative comments real quick. And I don't know what you guys expect out of a pig pen. I've seen a variety of pig pens, and I'm telling you right now, for what I'm trying to show you guys, my audience, is actually not a bad setup at all. It really isn't. Everyone thinks, and I think a lot of you guys are wrong, that never raised pigs before. These pigs don't need a lot of space. That's why I've been trying to harp over the years. They don't need to be pasture raised. They don't need to be rotation. They don't have to be done like that. People have been raising pigs in a small area for thousands of years. So there's nothing wrong with this setup at all. This is actually a really good setup, showing that anyone could do it. It's out here in the middle of a hayfield, and I'm raising pigs. I'm raising successfully, and they're doing awesome. So guys, thanks so much for watching our channel. We greatly appreciate you guys. We love every one of y'all that are nice to us and leave nice comments. You guys always smash that thumbs up for us. We greatly appreciate it. So if you guys like this video, smash that like button for me if you would. And if you're not subscribed yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. Just subscribe to the channel. You won't regret it, I promise. It don't cost you nothing. It's free. And if you get a chance, you like what I'm doing out here, hit that notification bell too. That way you get the new videos I post on all the awesome pigs and chickens and quails and stuff like that. All right, guys, don't forget to go check out Hayden Riley and tell her good luck this weekend. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the next video.